Hello everyone, my name is Lashgar Mohammed and I'm going to talk about natural language processing. The contents of this presentation are what is natural language processing, common NLP tasks, some NLP applications, and we're going to finish with practical examples. So what is NLP? Natural language processing, or NLP in short, is the subdomain of artificial intelligence that uses statistics, machine learning, deep learning, and computational linguistics together to make computers able to understand both written and spoken words. Natural language processing tries to find the meaning of phrases by exploring the relationships that exist between the components of these phrases. Now, we're going to talk about some common NLP tasks. Here in this figure, we'll see some 5 of NLP tasks. We have tokenization and parsing, lemmatization and stemming, part of speech tagging, language detection, and identification of semantic relationships. Let's talk about each one of these 5 elements. Let's begin with tokenization. Tokenization is the process of splitting the sentences into units called tokens. There are different methods for tokenization. Some of them are presented in the following figure. We have white space tokenization, which is the most straightforward tokenization. We split by the spaces between words. We have dictionary-based tokenization, rule-based tokenization, pen tree tokenization, spacey tokenizer, Moses tokenizer, subword tokenization, etc. Now let's talk about stemming and lemmatization. Stemming and lemmatization help us avoid considering the different forms of a word as different words. In stemming, we remove the suffix of the word. For example, greatly becomes great, and in lemmatization, we return the transformed word. For example, taught becomes teach. Now, part of speech tagging. Part of speech tagging is the process of associating or mapping each word with its grammatical or part of speech role. For example, why is an adverb, not is an adverb, till is a verb, someone is a noun, and this is a punctuation mark or sentence closure. The next task is language detection. Language detection is the task of determining in which language a document is written in. It is important because we can't just start using the documents. We first have to know in which language this document is written. We have also semantic relationship extraction. The semantic relationship between Karim and Karima, for example, in this sentence, the wedding of Karim and Karima has taken place in November, is Karim married to Karima. This is a semantic relationship, and this task aims to extract this kind of relationships between elements of sentences. Now let's move to see some natural language applications, but before that, we're going to talk about a very interesting platform, which is Hugging Face, which we will use to provide practical examples for each use case. Here is the first thing you see about Hugging Face in the Google search. Hugging Face is an American company that develops tools for building applications using machine learning. It is most notable for its Transformers library, which we're gonna use in some minutes, which is built for natural language processing applications, and its platform that allows users to share machine learning models and datasets. Now the first application of NLP is sentiment analysis. The first application which we're going to talk about is sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis aims to extract the sentiment in sentences. For example, in here, my experience so far has been fantastic, is positive, and the product is okay, I guess, is considered neutral, and here your support team is useless, is considered as negative. The next application is machine translation, and of course we have the famous Google Translate application that automatically translates sentences from English to Arabic, from a bunch of words, a bunch of languages. They support a lot of languages to another language. We have also text summarization. In short, we have in text summarization we have a big document or a large document, and the model gives us the summary in some phrases. Just for example, here in just one phrase, one sentence of this large document. We have also question answering, and for example, for question answering models, we provide the question and the context. For example, here the question is which name is also used to describe the Amazon rainforest in English, and given some context. For example, here the context is the Amazon rainforest, also known in English as Amazonia or the Amazon jungle. The model is able to answer the question. For example, here the answer is Amazonia. Now let's move to some practical examples. Here is our first example in Hugging Face. It is a sentiment analysis model for Arabic language. Here is the code to try out this model from Transformers, and we're going to see it in practice in Colab. First of all, we install some necessary libraries like Transformers and others like Arabert, etc. And then we download the model. I have already executed this notebook. We download the model using the pipeline function from Transformers. We specify the name of the model. It is the same as we see here, Arabic. The name of the user that provided the model, and the name of the model, and then we download it and store it in this object model. For example, given the sentence, okay, we have to reinstall this, I guess, from given the sentence أحب هذا المطعم, we give it to the model, and we have here the label positive and the score. And if we use another sentence, هذا مطعم أبي, for example, we get label neutral, because it is neutral. There is no positive or negative, just an information. And for this, the other sentence أكره هذا المطعم, it will give us the label negative. The next model we're going to see is for translation. This model translates sentences from French to English, and here is an example in this. First of all, we install the model using the pipeline. We provide the name of the model, and then we use the predict method of the object model 2, and gave some example. For example, here j'aime ce restaurant, and notice that I misspelled j'aime. And even that I misspelled, it gave the correct translation. I like this restaurant. The next one is for summarization. For example, you give it a large text, and it summarizes the text in just one. For example, here just one sentence. Exactly the same method. We import some elements from Transformers and from Arabert preprocessor, and we download the model. As you see here, I already downloaded. And given the text, this is a large text, for example, the same text as we've seen here. We apply pre-processing on this text, and then we use the pipeline method to get the result. And here is the same result as we've seen in the home page of this model in Hugging Face. The next model is for The next model is for question answering. You provide the question, the context, and it gives you the answer. With in the same method, we take the code from here, from the home page, and it is also following the same architecture or the same method. From transformers, import some elements, and then download the model from Hugging Face using pipeline. I have already downloaded, and you provide the question, for example, who is presenting, and the context. The context is my name Mohammed, and this is my presentation for NLP course, and you use the model to get the answer. For example, the answer for the first question, who is presenting, is answer Mohammed. The other question, why this presentation, provide given the same context, the answer is NLP course, and we see that these questions are pretty accurate. This is all for this presentation. Thank you for your presence or for watching this presentation. Thank you so much.